Many of you have stewed for years on what you did wrong or where you went wrong in the relationship, when it absolutely had nothing to do with you whatsoever. You were dealing with somebody that was never going to make it, didn't know how to make it. You were just a form of supply. They wanted your supply, services, safety, and other stuff, but then would just retract back to their dysfunction. They were split. They were living two separate lives right in front of you with two lots of different values. And I hate saying it, and excuse me for clearing my throat, I hate saying it, but somebody's got to break the news. You were just a commodity. That's all you were. Just a commodity. You weren't as important as you thought you were. They weren't going to play a proper, healthy, Western civilized role in a relationship. They were going to come and go, to and fro, meeting their own end until you had had enough. You're not the first rodeo, you have to understand this, and you won't be the last. That's all there is to it. Unless you realize this, you will not be able to come to your senses far enough to be able to understand the situation that you've got yourself into. The changes, the big serious changes we make in life are usually at the hands of people that have harmed or abused us. Those changes can be positive or negative. That's up to you. Only you can choose. But if you've made the wrong choices and now you're on the end of what you've created for yourself out of the abuse of somebody else, then it's on you now to find a way of changing that. You can't blame your mistakes on past abuses. You have to get past that and look at how you've ended up where you are. Now, if you're an addict or an alcoholic and all this other stuff and there's no way out for you, then you may as well live out your life as happily as you can be, despite all the side effects and consequences of that lifestyle and all the trouble that it brings. Try and find happiness in it. You won't. You'll have moments of ego, but ego undermines itself. The happier it is, the more damage it causes. I'll say that again. The happier your ego is, the more damage it causes. That's how it deludes people. But thinking you can go through life blaming a past abuse on the way in which you're abusing yourself, no. You have to be accountable and responsible for your own actions. I'm sorry to break the news, but that's what you have to do. And if you can't do that, then that shows your level of maturity. You're just in the club of no-hopers, and that's a big club, and there's plenty of them. It all comes down to you in the end. Nobody else, just you. And it's completely up to you how you choose to deal with things. And if you get it wrong, if you've got your life wrong and you're on drugs and all the rest of it, and that's the choice you've made in reaction to whatever's happened to you or allegedly happened to you, that's on you. You've chosen the wrong way to deal with it. And you can blame whoever you like. It ain't going to change reality. That's the problem. And reality will haunt you. It just stays with you. It doesn't go anywhere. Delusions don't hold. Okay, if you try and hold on to delusion, again, you're causing yourself more harm because you're not bringing your reality into a place of healing or substance. Delusion doesn't offer any substance. Can't fix anything, it just causes trouble. You try and deal with someone that's deluded, you won't get very far unless you can get them out of it. And people get offended when you try and take them out of their delusion because they love it. It justifies them, it holds them in a victim mentality mindset. They own the world. You try and take the delusion away, you're taking the problem away. The person's got nothing to entertain themselves with. You'll see people talking to themselves and all this other stuff, and you wonder what has happened to them. Well, it may not be a happy situation for them. But it's caused them to be that way, right? Might be very unfortunate. But they seem to be happy or interested in what they're saying to themselves, don't they? They're wrapped up in themselves. It's a delusion. And a lot of these people never, ever find their way out. And it's very sad. Very, very sad.